So, tribe, what's going on? Welcome to Deb's Healing Cornerstone. This is the Healing Corner. I am excited to see y'all. What is going on? I hope everybody's doing well out there. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to add Coach Yams onto the live. And then we'll get started, y'all. What's,
Hello.
what's going on, busy lady?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm in the car. This is my first time doing this, but I'm out at this fitness sampler. They're in there doing a sound bath right now.
That's what's up. Hold on,
So
I'm
I
trying.
was like, let me step out here and go and do this live.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Let me
I
turn
had
these
to.
lights on in here in case that helps.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
So tell us about. Okay, let's start off with that. What's going on there, so that people that may be watching this and might be interested in this, what's going on in that area?
Yeah. So I am based in Nashville, Tennessee. And today, so I'm a brand ambassador for an organization called the Beauty Boost, specifically the Nashville franchise. And so, with being a brand ambassador, I help with promoting events that are going on around town, hosted by the Beauty Boost. And the Beauty Boost is all about empowering women, community, upliftment, all of that good stuff. And so, all events are going to be based around helping you to live a better life, wellness, awareness, all of those things. And so today's event was the fitness sampler, which is actually wrapping up in 30 minutes.
Okay.
But the fitness sampler brought fitness places from around Middle Tennessee under one roof so that people could try out a little 25-minute workout class from that fitness place, so that if you like them, you can go check them out. They were offering different discounts on trial memberships and things like that. So that's today's move. There was also vendors and Reiki and other things set up. And then tomorrow there's another event called the Year Project, and I'll actually be doing my thing. So tomorrow's Year Project is going to be where women can come out and kind of set the intentions and prepare for a successful 2023. There's going to be my station where I give you some life hacks. There'll be another station that does mindset and manifestation. There's going to be a station about loving yourself. And then there's got to be a station to help you put your vision board together so that you can hit the ground running.
I love it. I love it. All right.
Yeah.
So y'all in that area, if y'all in Nashville, if y'all in Tennessee.
I was going to say, you don't have to be in Tennessee. Just go, if you go to my link and you click on the Beauty Boost link in my link, it'll show you all the cities around the United States that we're in. There's like 20 or 22 cities that we're in.
Okay.
So find one near you.
All right. I like that. I
Mm-hmm.
like that. Okay. So, y'all, I have a few different topics that I was thinking about that we could talk about tonight. Um, I was looking at like the, culture traumas that we are going through. Like you see like a lot of deaths when it comes to like the rappers or like, and
Mm.
then also I wanted to try to see, you know, if we could relate this to what has been going on since childhood and then kind of just like the culture in general. I don't know if it's kind of like the way that I look at it, I'm gonna put it like this. When I do the cards, you guys, a lot of times this childhood trauma stuff comes up a lot. And I feel like it's got something to do with further back than childhood a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's got something to do with the culture in general and what has been going on. But it's like it's presented as though it is some type of childhood trauma because it could be your past lives or your ancestors, what they had to go through.
Yep.
And it's like, where do we start at when it comes to getting that cleared out of our system, which is like what we're doing, our community,
I have an answer.
yes.
And this is just my take. And this is something, it's funny because I actually just started reading a new book this morning. It's called Rest is Resistance. I told you I'm going to be taking more naps and purposefully resting in 2023. But pretty much the book starts out the gate talking about the fact that being in motion, constantly being productive, go, 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 is a system of capitalism and white supremacy. And it is set up to separate us from ourselves so that we're just in survival mode instead of taking the space to breathe, to be, to check in with ourselves and move in alignment with the way that we see life for ourselves instead of just acting irrational, letting the inner child run the show.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting because it's like you look at all these different cities. Some cities are a little more what would we call it, influenced than others
Mm-hmm.
to cause these type of events to happen, and then it's like a cycle that keeps going because it's like these children are being left to try to figure out how to raise themselves, and once again another cycle of, either my father is put away somewhere, maybe he got murdered, and now this cycle is continuing over and
Yep.
over.
Yep.
Like,
Well, and the way that school systems are set up, and just the way that our systems are set up, it's not conducive to living a version of life that we see as the way of the future. Like, we are advancing in this direction, regardless if people are on board or not. But yeah, we are trained from very early to perform, to do, to go through the motions, to be a robot. We're not taught to explore our creativity, to have an imagination, to just live and be free because, you got to have money to live.
yes, yes.
They've set it up so that it keeps you.
Hmm?
Yeah. Keeps you in
B3.
a cycle that you can't break out of unless you choose to.
I was gonna shout out Siri B369 in the building.
Yes, welcome.
Yes. So, um, let's see.
May I say that your hair is looking fantastic today?
It is.
Yes.
I just took like maybe 10 minutes to do
It
this.
don't matter. Shut your mouth and accept the compliment.
Thank you. Okay, so I wonder we should touch a little bit on like because the childhood thing got something to do with like, remember way back when we first started, I think it was our first episode, we kind of
Mm-hmm.
was touching on how therapists and life coaching are kind of like two different things.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, how could you determine that a child is not in the category of needing a therapist but actually needing some type of life coaching? What would you say about that?
You said a child?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I would say I don't know because that is uncharted territory for me.
Oh.
I know that I imagine that there are coaches that work with children.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what, I guess, the vetting process of making a decision for that being the best fit would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that would require obviously having the parent involved, but having a parent that's supportive of a child getting that type of resource and support.
Yeah.
Whereas, me working with adults, we can just talk straight up and figure out what's going on. It's a little more nuanced with children, I believe. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, I don't know. I think that somebody that is specialized in helping children,
Yeah.
um, it exists though, because like, one of the certification programs that I'm in the process of, some of the training, he speaks about how I believe there was a child that had like an eating disorder or something like that. And it wasn't about the food, it was about the feelings that were associated with it. But he was able to coach her through whatever that was and whatever other things she had going on. And then she did make progress that the parents were, pleased with. So people absolutely coach kids. I don't know what that looks like.
Because, if you think about it, a lot of times children, that's their most aspirated times in their life. And
Yeah.
if we could get our children to like get in their purpose before they start to get tainted or seeing life or feeling like I can't do it,
Yeah.
I feel like that's another way to break these traumas and all this stuff because really a lot of childhood traumas come from neglect or like not being paid attention to or
Yep.
not focused on. And so we got to think outside the box of like, how can we expand these type of things in our community so that we can stop this before it even gets started?
Yep. And something else. So, entrepreneurship has required me to step out of my comfort zone and have conversations with people outside of me. Because as a life coach and just as a person in general who likes learning things and then sharing things with people to help make their lives easier, I am in conversation with all different types of entrepreneurs around town and things so that, if somebody offers a service that sounds like a good fit, I could say, hey, I know somebody that does a thing.
Yeah.
So I was having a conversation actually last week, and there's an organization in Nashville called Be Well, I want to say. And they're very much about being in the schools and offering a safe space so that kids who are experiencing whatever kind of emotions or feelings or whatever that are coming up that may be hindering them from being productive in their school day, they can step away to this Be Well space, check in with a person who's trained to, navigate emotions and feelings, and then check in with themselves, get back okay with themselves and in their bodies, and then go back to class so that they can then continue to be productive. And so things like that is a good starting point for sure, because like I said when we first started, we are by design trained to not be in our bodies, not be aware of how we're feeling, what we're needing. We're told to go, 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 work ourselves like crazy, hustle, 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 and just run around like a chicken with your head cut off. And how can you know if you're okay if you're caught in the hustle and bustle? And so I thought it was very powerful that Be Well offers a space for kids to be able to check in with themselves, because when you're okay, you perform better.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I'm working on doing some behind the scenes things with them to educate adults so that they can support the kids, because that's another piece of this.
That's
The
it.
kids can't do it alone. They got to have adults that are around, that are healthy, that are holding space for them to navigate this thing called life. Because it's
Exactly.
crazy and uncharted territories. I mean, we've been doing it for a while, but there's no right or proper blueprint to get through this thing. Everybody's journey is unique to them.
Yeah. And it's kind of like because of so much evolution and how we have so much technology, it's like the way of doing it has got to be different now.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, not like how, in the past you would go over to a granny house and then there would be all these cousins and this is a
yeah,
normal thing all the time.
yeah,
Now your family might be miles away. You got
yeah,
to or fly to your aunts or your
yeah,
uncle. And then
yeah,
they're busy, so it's like, okay, we got the weekend and then right back to it on Monday.
yeah,
Unless there is some type of vacation time. Most people can't just get up and leave whenever they feel like it.
yeah,
So, you know, and I was just thinking, I was like, man, because really if you think about it, the children kind of fall through the cracks
yeah,
because like you said, the hustle and bustle of life, and then we're not paying attention to we're making this cycle happen
yeah.
without even trying.
We're
Some
at, yeah. We encourage the cycle to continue to work in its flawed way.
hmm
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
that's really interesting.
Hmm.
Um, what other one did I have? Let's see. Okay, so I know you don't focus on marriages or anything, but what kind of life coach, like if you know a life coach that focuses on marriages, what would be some of the things that you know could help somebody who's married?
Are we talking about people who are working with a life coach for like keeping marriage healthy and happy, or
Yeah.
like, okay, I was gonna say, because there's people who also help coach after divorce. I know one. So if you're
Oh,
looking for after divorce coach, we let me know. I know
wow,
somebody.
that's cool.
Listen, there's a coach out here for everything, because
Yeah.
everybody's living different experiences. um, Marriage coaching. I don't know if I've heard anybody speak to that. But I would say for marriage coaching, I mean, it's going to come down to what goals the couple is trying to achieve, be it, externally, like in their professions, or are there certain goals that they're trying to work towards as a family unit. I think it would really just depend on what the ultimate goal is to decide how to go about doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it could be a matter of, I'm trying to think, like, what would I don't know. I imagine there would have to be a coach that helps married couples have better sex.
Hmm.
Um, or I don't know, eating and living well together. I mean, because that might be like being active and healthy together might be a goal that a couple has, and working with a dietary coach may be the way to go about that, or a nutrition coach, or child, anything you need, there's somebody out there that can do it. Just look and you shall receive.
Because the reason why I was saying that is because, like, marriages were originally kind of built on, like, the reason why you're doing that is to build a structure of a family. So let's
Yep.
going back to the children thing.
Yep.
Like, what was I gonna say? I didn't lost my thought. Okay, so when it comes to, like, what was it called? What was it called? Dang it, I lost my thought. The structure of the family. That's what I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
get at. I was gonna say, so the life coaching. This is
Mm-hmm.
what.
Take
So,
your time. Take your time.
because I'm like kind of scattered a little bit, because I'm thinking about how the structure of the family is built, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times marriages is like pushed to the side as well. People is kind of like they don't have time for that,
Yeah.
or they feel like if it's not to a state where, like, it's material, like, they're getting some type of monetary win, or
Mm-hmm.
they're getting some type of, like, status lift or
Mm-hmm.
something. It's kind of like we're making our children think like this too, so we got to think about the next generation that's about to come after us.
Yeah. And the thing is that it starts with awareness.
Hmm.
Because if you're going through these motions and you're just doing what you've seen, mimicked before you, you're going to repeat that because that is normal. And it takes awareness to be able to say, okay, well, this is how we've done it. Does this still work? Okay, maybe not. So let's try this other thing.
And some people
So,
are that marriages aren't even, like, valuable anymore, and it's kind of like when you hear stuff like that, it's like, wow, when did we get to this point that this is how people feel? And if it's not valuable, then what is going to work? And can we make something change where we're able to? Because, like, in some countries like America, some people believe in polygamy, let's put it like that,
yeah,
but they can't actually practice it here because it's not a legalized thing. So
yeah.
it's
I mean,
it's
they can practice it. They just can't go around marrying a bunch of people.
right, exactly.
So
But
it
it's
can be sister wives, less the wives part. Sisters.
but
But
it's
yeah,
but a regular marriage, people get tax,
yeah,
benefits off that. They get
yeah.
loans and all types of stuff that a single person can't get.
I've been
But
salty about all the tax breaks that I can't get because I ain't married yet. And
it,
and that's the thing. Like,
so it's with the whole.
I was gonna
We
say,
all.
it depends because marriage also you got to think about the fact that financially, like I have student loans. What does that mean for me and my husband when we join
Exactly.
finances?
But
Is
nobody.
this Yeah, is this student loan debt going to be better off if we stay unmarried but like together until I don't know. I don't know the rules, but these are things you have to consider when partnering. But then there's also benefits with marriage as a label. And so, yeah. Do I
It's just
want I want my person. I don't know if lumping it under the umbrella of what marriage is currently. I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know if it's a fit for me.
That's
And I
exactly what.
think that's where we're at. I think that we're
Exactly.
asking ourselves, does this shit make sense? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I ain't gonna do it.
It is like really, it's not even the title of marriage, it's what it means behind it. Because
Yeah.
change what it means behind it, people would be more likely to want to be married. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. And
so
just like everything, definition. What is the definition? What is your definition of marriage?
yeah,
Because we got to be on the same page.
yeah,
Otherwise, it ain't going to work.
and we can't, you like I said again, back to the children, because this is all the community, and we're all having to. There's an effect for everybody. Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
being affected by these things that's happening,
Yeah.
and it's like a sense of security
Mm-hmm.
when children can know, like, okay, well, we have this type of community that is here to support us in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we like one person go over here, one person go over here. You ain't fitting this. Okay, well, you a couple, you don't talk to a single person. And
Yeah.
it's just like, why do we have all these?
Somebody came up with these rules, child, but they changing.
And then you look on the internet, and there's all types of people. The person you're looking at they might not even be real. They might be a robot. So it's like, what? What is going on?
Big facts. Big facts. The moral of the story, people, live life the way you see fit.
Yeah.
Like, don't break no laws. But
Mhm.
other than that, do you, boo?
Do you?
Do you, boo?
I guess one of these days we'll be able to see. I don't know if in our lifetime, but one of these days, I believe these topics we're talking about, there's going to be a change that's made.
I feel like it's already
It's
happening.
starting to motion.
It's already happening. Like all the energy, all the way that things have been flowing, it's inevitable that we are going to reach a space where we stop living life this cookie cutter way that we've been told we must in order to have happiness and success. Because everybody's success is different.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me get us a gym real quick, because it's getting close to that time.
Hey, I Bleed Makeup Girl. Welcome.
Welcome everybody in the chat. Welcome.
Yes. Lala Essential Skincare. We see you. Thank you for joining.
All right. Let's just get a closing message with the gems. Let's get an oracle card. Why did we get opiate? Look.
Opal again?
Yes.
And you know I'm wearing my opal. You know I'm wearing my opal.
That's funny. Okay. 31. All right, I guess we gotta hear it again. The last time we was on here, we got the same one. All right.
There's something we still need from it.
That's exactly what it is. Because it's connected to air. And then you think about air is communication. So it's like this needs to get out. And it's also connected to Saturn and our throat chakra. So the benefit, it stimulates liver, kidney, and the spinal column, and also digestion. We're at a time of great idealism, and others may not fully understand our actions or the fact that we are not the least interested in material good. That's interesting, because
we're not following, we're not conforming, we're not doing what success looks like.
Exactly. And it says we act for the communal and collective good. That's what I was just saying, the community.
Yep.
Wow. Yep. And it says without secondary motives and with honest intent. We don't mind if we are considered extravagant, as we are in harmony with ourselves and happy. The power, it says opal, inspires the joy of living and stimulates the desire of evolution. Wow.
Listen, we growing, y'all.
Yeah.
You can stay behind if you want, but it's happening.
And then it says it is indicated for those who are fearful in times of change, and it is useful in moments of depression and to strengthen the will. This is beautiful, y'all.
Yeah. We needed it again. We needed it again.
All right. So do you got any closing messages?
I was just getting ready to ask you got any closing thoughts? Girl, we got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got a couple more minutes. Well, I was going to say, make sure that y'all check out our other platforms, because We got stuff going on all the platforms.
Yeah, different content everywhere.
Yes, yes. Make sure you're
Yeah.
following us. Make sure you share this video as well. So then
Hmm.
that way other people can see the video. We definitely appreciate that, y'all. And then
Yeah.
leave us questions as well. If you want to jump on here and you got a question, let us know.
Yeah.
Because we're willing to add and, have a broader
Yeah.
conversation with
Yeah.
like-minded people.
Yeah. Like we enjoy talking to each other. We like each other enough to do that, but we would also like to, talk with y'all too. This is an open conversation. This is not us talking at you to give you only guidance through this, direction. It's an open conversation. Come, bring your knowledge, share with us what your experiences may be that may help somebody else who is going through something similar.
Exactly. Just
Yeah.
like we were just talking about a life coach that deals with marriage. If there's a life coach that's dealing with that deals with marriages that jumps on here, we would love to talk to you. You tell us
Yeah.
what does it look like in your field? What type of help do you guys need? Do you need more people to be in that type of field? Would
Yeah.
that fit our community to be able to have more people in that type of career fields, or
Yeah. I'll
different
say, do
things?
you need a coach that can help you with getting friendships? I know one of them too. There's a coach out here for everything. What are your desires? There's someone that can help put you on track and keep you on track.
And we build each other up,
Yeah, we
and
do.
the more that we build each other up, the more stronger it will be. If y'all notice, my name is Healing Cornerstone Intuitive. And cornerstone, when you think about the cornerstone, that's the foundation to build the rest of the house or build the rest of the building, whatever structure you're building.
Yep.
So, it starts
Yeah.
off with the foundation, and then we
Yep.
can get back up.
Yep. I was gonna say, and then my business is Healing is Work Coaching, because I'm not gonna lie to you, this shit is work. But it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And you get a little bit further and it's like, who, that was crazy. But you look back and you're like, but I did that though. I did that and I love where I'm at now.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah. Come together and here we are, the healing corner.
There we are.
We out here healing y'all at the corner of Deb and Coach Yams.
There we are. There we are. And meet us there. Meet us at the
Yeah.
cross. That's what it
Yeah.
takes. You know?
And you won't be lonely. Meet us at the crossroad. You won't be lonely.
All right, y'all. Well, I guess we're pretty much there at 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
So
we close enough. We close enough. If y'all have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you have questions for the next go round and you don't want to leave it on this, go into our bios. You can drop your comments over there. We will address them on the next live. Yeah. Stay
yeah.
tuned. We got more coming for y'all.
All right. So I'm excited. I am going to download this so y'all can rewatch it if you missed some of the parts. If anybody jumped in when it
Yeah.
was all over, so definitely check it out. But we're gonna go ahead and send y'all much peace and love. Deuces.
Deuces.